What if I told you that the one thing your doctor warns you about, blood sugar spikes, might not be caused by what you think? I'm Dr. Alex Mandel, and in my 25 years of practicing internal medicine with seniors, I've watched patients transform their energy levels, their confidence, and their independence, all by making one simple change to their diet. Today, I'm going to show you 7 foods that actually keep your blood sugar more stable than you ever thought possible. And I'm not just talking about salad. Some of these might surprise you. Some you're probably eating wrong. And one, well, most seniors completely miss this one. Stay with me because the last food I'm about to reveal has changed the lives of more than 300 of my patients. Hello, I'm Dr. Alex Mandell. Whether you're watching this because you've been diagnosed with prediabetes, you're managing type 2 diabetes, or you're just worried about your energy levels and maintaining your independence as you age, this video is for you. Before we dive in, I want to ask you something. Would you hit that like button and subscribe to this channel? We upload new senior health tips every week. Your support helps me reach more people just like you. Now, here's what most doctors get wrong about blood sugar. They tell seniors to avoid sugar and carbs, but the truth, it's not about eliminating food. It's about choosing the right foods, foods that work with your aging body, not against it. In the next 20 minutes, you'll learn exactly which foods keep your blood sugar stable, how to incorporate them into your daily routine, and real patient stories that show you it actually works. Before I reveal the 7 foods, I need you to understand why this matters. And I don't mean just for your lab numbers. I had a patient, let's call her Margaret. She was 68 when she came to see me. She told me, "Dr. Mandell, I can't even go to the grocery store without feeling exhausted. I promised my granddaughter I'd help her with school projects, but by 3 p.m., I'm too tired." Margaret's children were getting worried. They were gently suggesting she move in with them. And Margaret, she felt her independence slipping away. Her blood sugar was spiking 150, 160, 170 after meals. It wasn't a diabetes diagnosis yet, but it was stealing her energy, her confidence, and her life. Here's the medical reality. When your blood sugar spikes and crashes, your energy does too. Your muscles weaken. Your brain gets foggy. Your mood changes. Everything becomes harder. But stable blood sugar, that's the foundation of having the energy, focus, and strength to live independently. That's why the 7 foods I'm about to show you changed Margaret's life. Within 6 weeks, her blood sugar numbers dropped, her energy returned. She's still doing those school projects with her granddaughter. Let's start with food number 1, steel-cut oats and whole grains. Now, I know what you're thinking. Dr. Mandell, aren't carbs bad for blood sugar? And that's where the confusion starts. Not all carbs are created equal. Regular oatmeal, the quick packets you heat in a microwave that's processed grain, your body breaks it down quickly, blood sugar spikes. But steel-cut oats, these are whole oat groats cut into pieces. They still have fiber. That fiber is like a sponge, and it slows down digestion. Your blood sugar rises slowly and stays stable. I had a patient, let's call him Roberti, was 71 and loved his breakfast routine, but he was always starving by 10 a.m. His energy was crashing. I suggested he switch from quick oats to steel-cut oats, cooked the night before. What happened next surprised him. He told me, "Dr. Mandell, for the first time in years, I actually feel satisfied at breakfast. I'm not hungry every 2 hours. I have energy to work in my garden all morning." That's because his blood sugar wasn't spiking and crashing anymore. The science. Steel-cut oats have a low glycemic index, usually between 45 to 55. That means slow, steady digestion. Whole grain bread, brown rice, and barley work the same way. When you eat these foods, your blood sugar rises slowly, like a gentle slope instead of a cliff. And importantly, your body produces the right amount of insulin, not too much. Here's something most seniors don't know. When you eat too many processed grains, your body overproduces insulin. This extra insulin signals your body to store fat. You feel hungry again quickly, and over time, your body becomes less sensitive to insulin. That's the beginning of diabetes. Steel-cut oats break this cycle. Food number 2, legumes and beans. And I can already hear some of you thinking, beans? I thought beans had too many carbs. This is the myth that stops seniors from eating one of the best blood sugar foods available. Yes, beans have carbs, but they also have something else, massive amounts of fiber and plant-based protein. And that combination creates something magical for your blood sugar. Let me explain with a patient story. I had a woman, let's call her Patricia. She was 72 and she'd been eating a typical senior diet. Chicken breast, rice, steamed vegetables. Lots of protein, which is good, but her blood sugar was still unstable. She'd feel shaky before lunch, By afternoon, she was exhausted. When she added black beans and lentils to her meals, especially at lunch, something changed. She told me, I have steady energy all afternoon now, and I'm actually more satisfied, so I'm eating less at dinner. Here's why this works. 1 cup of cooked lentils has about 18 grams of fiber and 18 grams of protein, but only 40 grams of carbs. That ratio is perfect. The fiber slows digestion. The protein provides satiety. Your blood sugar stays stable for hours. Plus, legumes are one of the cheapest sources of nutrition. A pound of dried beans costs about $1 and feeds a family. For seniors living on fixed incomes, this is not just healthy, it's practical. Black beans, kidney beans, chickpeas, split peas, lentils, they all work. Research from Harvard School of Public Health shows that people who eat legumes regularly have better blood sugar control and lower cardiovascular risk. Food number 3, non-starchy vegetables. And I mean the green ones. Broccoli, spinach, kale, Brussels sprouts, zucchini, bell peppers, cauliflower. These vegetables are basically free to eat when it comes to blood sugar. You could eat 5 cups of broccoli and your blood sugar wouldn't spike. Why? Because they have almost no digestible carbs, just fiber, water, and nutrients. But here's where seniors usually go wrong. They serve a small side of steamed vegetables with dinner. That's good, but it's not enough. I recommend filling half your plate with non-starchy vegetables. I had a patient, let's call him David, who started doing this. He'd make a big stir fry with broccoli, peppers, onions, and cauliflower, add some chicken, and eat a large portion. He told me, I feel more satisfied, my clothes fit better, and my blood sugar numbers are the best they've been in years. Why? Because he was eating volume without blood sugar impact. He felt full, his blood sugar stayed stable, his weight went down, his energy went up. Pro tip, eat your vegetables first at meals. This sounds simple, but it changes everything. Eating fiber-rich vegetables first slows down how quickly your body absorbs the carbs and protein that follow. It's like putting a buffer on your blood sugar. Food number 4, Greek yogurt and cottage cheese. Now, regular yogurt, especially the flavored kind with added sugar, that's basically dessert masquerading as health food. A single serving can spike your blood sugar as much as a cookie. But Greek yogurt and cottage cheese, these are completely different. Greek yogurt has been strained to remove whey. That removes lactose, the natural sugar in milk. What's left is protein. A single serving has 15 to 20 grams of protein with minimal carbs. Same with cottage cheese. I remember speaking with a 75-year-old patient who was struggling with morning blood sugar levels. She'd eat toast for breakfast and crash by 10 a.m. When we switched her to plain Greek yogurt with berries and a small handful of nuts, everything changed. She said, I have energy all morning. My brain is clearer. I'm not as hungry at lunch. That's because high protein at breakfast stabilizes your blood sugar for hours. It also preserves muscle mass, something critical as we age. Your muscles are like a sponge for glucose. When you eat protein, it stimulates muscle protein synthesis. More muscle means more places for your blood sugar to go. So protein, whether from yogurt, eggs, or fish, is one of the most powerful blood sugar stabilizers. Food number 5, nuts and seeds. Many seniors avoid nuts because they think they're too high in calories or fat. But this is one of the biggest nutrition myths. Nuts and seeds are nutritional powerhouses for blood sugar control. When you eat nuts and seeds, almonds, walnuts, flax seeds, chia seeds, you're getting healthy fats, protein, and fiber. The combination is exactly what your aging body needs. These foods have almost zero blood sugar impact. I had a patient, let's call him James. She was 68 and his afternoon energy crash was affecting his work. He'd be on the computer in his office and by 3 p.m. he couldn't concentrate. His hands would shake. He'd reach for coffee. I suggested a simple change. Instead of a coffee and a pastry at 3 p.m., eat a small handful of almonds or walnuts, nothing else, just nuts and water. His feedback was remarkable. Dr. Mandell, my afternoon fog disappeared. I have steady energy until dinner and I'm actually more productive in the afternoon than I ever was. Why does this work? Nuts have a low glycemic index. They don't cause a quick blood sugar spike. Instead, they digest slowly. They activate satiety signals in your brain. You feel satisfied. Your energy stays stable. The fat in nuts, mostly unsaturated fatties, actually good for your heart and brain. And nuts have magnesium, which helps blood sugar regulation naturally. Research from the American Heart Association shows that people who eat nuts regularly have better cardiovascular health and more stable blood sugar. My recommendation, a small handful, about 1 ounce or roughly 23 almonds, makes a perfect snack. Food number 6, fatty fish. Salmon, mackerel, sardines, and trout. Now, salmon isn't just good for blood sugar, it's one of the most powerful foods for aging, period. Fatty fish contain omega-3 fatty acids. These are not just heart healthy, They're brain protective and inflammation reducing. They also improve insulin sensitivity. That means your body can use insulin more efficiently to manage blood sugar. I had a female patient, let's call her Susan. She was 70 and her daughter was worried about her. Susan had been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, but she wasn't taking it seriously. She said, "At my age, does it really matter? I feel fine most of the time." But her children were watching her lose independence. She was becoming more forgetful, moving more slowly. Her daughter told me, "She's changing, and I'm scared I'm going to lose her early." I explained that blood sugar issues affect not just her energy, but her brain health. Uncontrolled blood sugar increases dementia risk. That got her attention. We made one key change. She started eating salmon twice a week, just salmon with roasted vegetables. Within 3 months, her blood sugar control improved dramatically. But more importantly, at least to her family, her mental clarity returned. Her grandchildren noticed she was laughing more, engaging more. That's the power of eating the right foods. The science is solid. Studies from the Mayo Clinic show that people who eat fatty fish regularly have better insulin sensitivity and more stable blood sugar. Plus, the omega-3s reduce inflammation throughout your body. Now, I know some seniors say fish is expensive, but here's a cost-effective option. Canned sardines or mackerel. You get all the same omega-3 benefits for a fraction of the price. A can costs under $1 and has more omega-3s than fresh salmon. Food number 7, cinnamon and herbs. This one is special because it's so easy and the benefits are so underestimated by most people. Cinnamon contains compounds that improve insulin sensitivity. Studies show that just a teaspoon of cinnamon daily can lower blood sugar levels. Other spices like turmeric, ginger, and black pepper have similar effects. I remember speaking with a 76-year-old patient named Howard. He was a coffee drinker. Morning coffee was his ritual, but his post-meal blood sugar was spiking badly. I asked him, "Howard, would you try something for me? Add a half teaspoon of cinnamon to your oatmeal and coffee every morning for 2 weeks. That's it." What happened next surprised him. His blood sugar was more stable. His energy was better. He told me, and honestly, the cinnamon made my coffee taste better. It's like dessert without the sugar. That's the beauty of using spices and herbs. You're not adding calories, you're not adding carbs, you're adding medicinal compounds that your body recognizes and uses. Turmeric has curcumina, a powerful anti-inflammatory. Ginger aids digestion and reduces inflammation. Black pepper increases the absorption of good nutrients. My advice, use spices liberally. Make them part of every meal. They cost almost nothing, they taste wonderful, and they're scientifically proven to help blood sugar control. Now, I've given you 7 amazing foods for blood sugar control, but here's what I promised you earlier, the secret to making them even more powerful. It's not about eating them alone, it's about combining them correctly. Remember I mentioned the steel-cut oats earlier? There's a specific way to prepare them. Don't eat them plain with just sugar or milk. Combine them with nuts and cinnamon. The fat in the nuts slows digestion even more. Your blood sugar rises even slower. Here's a simple rule. Every meal should have protein, fiber, and healthy fat. When you eat these together, your blood sugar stays stable, you feel satisfied, your energy is steady, and you stay independent. I had a patient, let's call him Thomas, who understood this principle. He completely changed his eating habits. Now, his breakfast is steel-cut oats with nuts and cinnamon. His lunch is a big salad with salmon and olive oil. His dinner is a stir-fry with beans, vegetables, and herbs. He's 73 and he has more energy than he did at 60. He told me, "Dr. Mandell, I used to think aging meant slowing down, but now I realize I just wasn't feeding my body the right fuel." Please like and subscribe if this information is helping you. Okay, so you've learned 7 foods that stabilize blood sugar. You understand the science, you've heard the patient stories, but the question is, how do you actually do this in real life? Let me give you 3 practical daily routines that have worked for hundreds of my patients. Routine number 1, the breakfast pattern. Make steel-cut oats the night before. In a container, add half a cup of steel-cut oats, 1 cup of water or low-fat milk, a small handful of almonds, chopped, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, and a few berries. Let it sit overnight. In the morning, eat it cold or warm it up. You have a blood sugar stabilizing meal that took 0 morning effort. Routine number 2, the lunch pattern. Make a big salad. Put non-starchy vegetables as the base: spinach, broccoli, peppers, cucumber, tomatoes. Add a protein, either canned salmon, sardines, or a handful of leftover chicken. Add a healthy fat-alive oil dressing or avocado. Sprinkle with herbs. This is your lunch. You feel full for hours. Your blood sugar never spikes. Routine number 3, the dinner pattern. Make a 1-pot meal. Sauté vegetables, add beans or lentils, season with turmeric and ginger, add broth, and let it simmer. You have a complete meal with fiber, protein, and blood sugar stabilizing spices. Make enough for 2 nights. If you do just these 3 routines, your blood sugar will stabilize, your energy will improve, your independence will strengthen. Let me summarize what we've covered today because this is important. 7 foods that cause the lowest blood sugar spikes: steel-cut oats, legumes and beans, non-starchy vegetables, Greek yogurt and cottage cheese, nuts and seeds, fatty fish, and spices like cinnamon. But the real power isn't in any single food. It's in understanding that your body responds to what you eat. You can feel tired and weak, or you can feel energized and independent. You can lose your ability to do the things you love, or you can maintain, even regain strength and capability. I've watched hundreds of patients make these changes. I've watched their blood sugar stabilize. I've watched their energy return. I've watched them play with grandchildren again, work in their gardens again, take walks without getting exhausted. I've watched them stay independent, and I know you can do it too. Before you leave this video, I want to say something personal. I became a doctor because I wanted to help people live better lives. And in 25 years, I've learned that the best medicine isn't in a prescription bottle. It's in the food you choose. It's in taking control of your own health. It's in refusing to accept aging as an excuse for weakness. If you're watching this because you're scared about your health, or worried about losing your independence, or concerned about becoming a burden to your family, I understand. I've heard these fears from thousands of patients, but I also know that you have more power than you think. You can change your blood sugar, you can change your energy, you can change how your body ages, starting today. So here's what I want you to do. Choose one of these foods today. 1, maybe it's adding cinnamon to your breakfast, maybe it's buying a can of sardines for lunch, maybe it's replacing regular oatmeal with steel-cut oats. Start small, 1 change. Then next week, add another. Within a month, you'll feel different. Your energy will be better. Your mood will improve. You'll notice you can do more. And if you found this helpful, please like this video and subscribe to this channel. I upload new videos every week with strategies to help you stay healthy and independent. Share this with someone you care about. I'm Dr. Alex Mandell, and I believe in you. You've got this.